We have so much to catch up on. If you're new here, hi, my name is Carrie. I make girly glam and slightly ratchet content here online, and I have missed vlogging for you guys. It's been a month since the last time that we spoke on here. But right now I am finishing getting ready for a dinner date with Sam, my new fiance. Don't worry, I will give you guys the full story on my magical proposal and how I was just a girlfriend in my last vlog and became a fiance. So stay tuned for that. But otherwise, we're just gonna get into today's vlog. If you're curious as to why I'm not vlogging in my closet, this is what it looks like. I am so overwhelmed, y'all, but I have been wanting to get rid of this set of drawers and the clothing racks for a while. So she's in construction. I just put this together last night and I kind of hate it. We're working on this. I haven't really had time to just dedicate towards taking things apart, putting them together. So my life is chaotic. But my little outfit of the day. I have my hair pulled back into a little bow clip from Forever 21. Regular, just like rhinestone earrings. Locket that I absolutely love from Petite Moments. My cardigan and my skirt are from Cider. And I don't have shoes on right now, but I'm probably gonna wear flats. We're going back tonight to the French restaurant I went to in DC in like my second to last vlog, Le Grand Boucherie. Oui, oui. The first time I went with my sister, and they invited me back, so this time I get to go with Sam. So we have later in the day dinner reservation, so he has time to come home from work, change, and get ready. He'll be here soon, so we're gonna do that, and I'll take you guys along with us. Since the last vlog footage, but your girl is here, okay? And we are still catching up. The reason behind the time of me not vlogging is right behind me. I decided last week that I wanted to finally try and fix some of this closet. I had broken drawers that I've had for like over 3 years that I was just clinging on to. I wasn't really fully happy with this space, and while this room is not completely finished, I still have things that I need to put up and do. I wanted to show you guys a little mini closet makeover, and because Sam and I are renewing our lease and staying here for another year instead of moving, I will be slowly working on each room of the house to kind of make it more cozy and to its fullest potential so that I can live my little princess fantasy before we move. So I'll insert some before footage of what this closet space looked like, but here is what she is looking like now. And again, she's not fully finished, but she is a lot more organized. I ended up keeping my little rack that I had with my hi Chester. Hello. Hi, Bubby. Hi. Just had a good nap with me. You just had a good nap. I ended up keeping my purse rack. These are just simple shelves I ordered off Amazon, so I still just have a whole bunch of my colorful purses, my neutrals, and then tote bags. And this is kind of like my little entry walking in. So I just have a little YSL box, and then my nice little cute lippies, some glow kits from Anastasia. These I just like because they have rhinestones on them, but they're collars that you add to your shirts. And then this is a little 3D printed goat that Sam made for me. And then this stayed exactly the same. Usually I don't have Chester's bed in here, but I do move it in whenever I'm doing makeup content, so he was just napping. This is still a little chaotic on the inside, but I ended up moving all of my like outerwear pieces into this wardrobe. So a lot in here shoved. And then I have all my sweats and sweaters, so this is still a little chaotic, but she's at least put away, and now she's cute looking. And then here I have all of my long maxi dresses so that it looks more organized over here. And then I have costumes and beachwear. This little wardrobe I've had for a while. This I got from IKEA, and then I just replaced the knobs. But I do love this. It's called like the song stand. I can leave a link in the description box, but it is nice and I like the mirror on it. And this all stayed the same. So I really didn't change much of this, but then this is where things start to get a little bit different. So over here I just have larger bags hanging that I sometimes use for like travel, gym, etc. And I have some boots that are hiding, but this bookshelf I remade into a full shoe shelf. Before I was having like shoes and then knickknacks, but I just put all of my shoes here. I kind of want to get more dividers because like these, I could fit another row of these shoes in to take up the space. So I want to do that because I have some shoes that still aren't on here. And then I still have my boots. I have my lottery bag full of gloves here, and then a Steve Madden bag that is just for toting around things. And these bad boys are not wooden, but I did order all 3 of these from Amazon. These wardrobes also do come with doors. I just didn't put them on because my hangers are a little longer. So I wanted to be able to like put all of my stuff on there and the doors wouldn't have closed. So in these wardrobes, they each have 2 drawers. I can link this as well that I got from Amazon. They do have different versions, so if you need more or less drawers or you just want full hanging space, you can get all of that. And it's a metal material instead of wood. But I put all of my denim and my pants up here because I feel like I never wear them because they were always hidden in drawers. So I have leggings and stuff just so that I remember that I do own this. And I put all of my dresses here that are not maxi dresses. That way they're not like shoved in the bottom. And then there's extra shelving here, so I have all of my workout bottoms on this shelving, and then across I have all my tops and bras for working out over there. The drawer is full of skirts that are longer and shorts for the spring and summer, and then this is all of my other skirts. This one with the doors, I have like a mixture of things. I put all of my like satiny short sets for PJs here because I used to have PJs in one area, now I have it in 2. And then I do have like lacy bralette type of things also hanging in here. Any extra hangers, I have all of my pajama pants and then like shorts and tops here. And then these are just like bins filled with scarves for the fall, hats for the fall, hair extensions, wigs, all that kind of stuff. So that is just hidden away. This has more PJ sets, but these are all like my cute little short sets that are not satiny. And then I have all my like oversized t-shirts that you like to wear around the house when you just want to be cozy. I have more sets here. And over here I have all of my tops and cardigans. Here are all of my tanks and short sleeve shirts. And then here are my like cute t-shirts and long sleeve basics. These are the access shoes, and I kept this. This is actually a TV stand, but I kept it for more shoes, so heels are all in here. I have more beanies and earmuffs on my little rack that I had out before, and then I moved my perfumes to these racks, and then put my jewelry on top, and my sunglasses. My filming equipment is in this little corner now. I now have another full body mirror in here. This actually used to be right outside of my door, but it is a jewelry case that I have had for forever. So I have more of my like fashion jewelry in here. I have nail stuff in these little bins. This is my travel makeup bag. I just finished filming, so this little corner doesn't normally look like this, but I do have more nail stuff kind of just hidden away on the outside of my vanity. These are the rest of my night clothes because I used to have a whole stand of like vintage inspired nightgowns, and I still wanted them to kind of flow and be girly, so I have all my ropes and nightgowns and onesies here, so that way I still can have space for them and they can be kind of out and on display. And then my vanity looks a little chaotic now, but she didn't change too much. I have all my PR set over here, so that's why there's a lot of boxes because I have to open and post these, but I moved around and like put my vintage little makeup case with all my current products here. I have my brushes out because they need to be cleaned after my vacation, after my best friend's wedding that just happened this past weekend, so I have a lot of updates for you guys. And finally, one of my favorite new additions is I replaced one of my drawer sets and got an actual nice set of wooden drawers that I put together, and again I replaced the knobs. And on top I got like a fake set of flowers so that I could keep that there, and the vase is from Urban Outfitters. I have my little vintage case that I put my long opera gloves, my favorite ones, in. And I have this cute little frame with one of Sam and I's engagement photos. Also, my rug has been here, but I feel like you can see her more now. It's not as overwhelming. And this, I think I got from Overstock.com when it was on sale for like 30 bucks. It's a thick rug. It is very difficult to clean, but I do love her. And my chair is also from Amazon, but I think I'm going to replace her. And I have a bow that I still have to put up. And then my backpack is just here for content purposes. So this is my new little closet setup. I think she's a lot more organized and cute as a background too for me to film for you guys. So I'm excited to get back into filming content because I really haven't filmed. The last month of my life has been just busy. I'm so busy that I'm not going to give you updates just quite yet. They will be happening today, later. But I have like 5 minutes until I have to go to my last few meetings of the day, including business meetings for my own business. I think I might have talked to you guys about this before when it first launched, but just in case I didn't because my YouTube videos have not been as consistent, I did launch Go Girlhood Collective with Trace of Hearts earlier this year. It is a network for women influencers and content creators to meet in real life and really make a sense of community in real life while growing your own skills, networking, connecting with brands, etc. We're hosting our first in real life event in New York City in less than a month. So I have one meeting with a brand in like 5 minutes, and then also like a team meeting with Trace, but we are putting the finishing touches together. We're very excited about this event. Tickets are available right now, so if you're watching this vlog, I will also leave the link to our website and to buy tickets in the description box. The event consists of a full day. It's like a retreat. We're going to be at the Modem offices and meeting the team of Modem to talk about affiliate linking and getting their inside scoop. We're also partnering with Pandora for an activation. We're going to have cute snacks, PR for the girlies, workshops for building your content experience, networking with other girly creators. It's themed, feminine, fancy, and so much more. So be sure to check it out and get your ticket because spots are limited to 30 creators. We're keeping it very intimate because we want every single creator to get a lot out of this experience. So yeah, I'm very excited, but I have to go to those meetings, so I'm going to do those first, and then I'll come back to you guys and we'll chat a little bit about all the things that have been going on since I last saw you guys in a vlog. Hopefully this meeting goes well.
How's it going? Hey.
Hello.
It's going well. How are you guys? Hi guys, how are you?
We're doing well. How are you?
How was your trip, Carrie?
It was good. I got engaged.
Oh my god.
Loves. I finished my meetings for the day. I filmed a little bit of content, and now it is finally time for us to catch up. I did ask you guys if you had particular engagement questions on my Instagram, but I'll give you first an overview of the things that you've missed since my last vlog back in March. Again, I did travel in April, which is why I really didn't post in April because I was playing catch up after traveling, but I went to Ireland for 8 days with Sam and his family, and after those 8 days, Sam and I took 2 days to ourselves and we commuted to Paris because it was only like an hour-long flight, and we wanted to go back because we had gone in 2023. We loved it. We thought we definitely will be coming back, and we wanted to have like the true couple experience in Paris because the first time we went, we had a good time, but we did go with his sister the entire time, and that is where I got engaged, in Paris. And every time I say that, it doesn't sound real to me either. So I have been living engaged almost for a month, We're coming up on a month now and it doesn't even feel real. And then when I came back, it was just a lot of adjusting and catching up with work, getting this Go Girlhood event together, and then also prepping for my best friend's wedding. So if I sound weird in this vlog, it's also because I had lost my voice after Saturday because I had been like shouting and screaming during the reception. But my best friend of over 10 years got married to the love of her life. I was a mess. I got through. I was very strong until their first dance, and then after that I couldn't do it anymore. But I'm very happy for them. They're currently on their honeymoon. It was a beautiful wedding. I don't want to insert her pictures just for her privacy's sake, but she looked absolutely stunning. A beautiful bride, a beautiful couple. I'm so excited for them, and I felt so honored to be a part of her special day, especially just thinking back to us being like little babies in high school when we met and still being in each other's lives now. So it was just beautiful, and it was also nice because I got to catch up with some of our other high school friends and my close friends and like one of my besties who I haven't really seen in like 2 years. So it was just very just a wonderful weekend. And this week is like the first week where I don't really have that many social obligations. I feel like ever since we got engaged, we've just been like making sure that we reach out to everyone that we know and that who wants to see us, our family, spending time with them after the engagement. So that's my TLDR. But I'm gonna pull up your guys' questions. The most popular question being, how did he propose? I'm gonna insert some of the photos and a little tiny clip of the proposal, but I'm gonna touch on this with one of your guys' questions later. But Sam is a very private person, so I don't post about him too often on this channel or on my platforms. I post about him enough that you guys know that he is a very integral part of my life. He's literally my soulmate. He is the best thing that could have ever happened to me. I know that's very mushy, but before we started dating and before we got engaged, we were best friends, and he was my go-to person. So he obviously is a large part of my life. We've known each other for more than half our lives at this point. He means everything to me. With that being said, I think that a key part of us having such a healthy and happy relationship is respecting each other's boundaries. So I don't ever want my content to become like couples channel, like that type of thing. I will have him on my pages, especially with this whole bridal journey, and I'm sure that there will be pieces of content in which he makes sense to be in, but I don't want this to turn into couples content. You know, like I feel a certain type of way about this, and I'll get to that later. But all that to be said, I'll show you a little bit of the engagement, and I did post some of my engagement photos. We actually took a lot. But Sam did surprise me. I think the only thought that I had going into the trip about potential proposal was just that it would be nice. I didn't think he was going to propose because I had a very short list of like my must-haves for our proposal. The biggest thing was that I did want my parents to know ahead of time and for him to ask for their blessing. I also don't believe in your parents, especially your father or any man, owning you. I do think it's respectful to at least ask for their hand, but I spent all my time with Sam, so I didn't know that he had spoken to my parents. So that was playing in my head to negate any other thoughts of us getting engaged. But essentially all throughout Ireland he was super chill. The photo shoot we had, I knew about the photo shoot, so the photo shoot itself wasn't a surprise, but he had found the photographer, he picked the location in front of the Eiffel Tower, he planned everything, but then he had it presented to me as if he wasn't a part of it. So basically he planned everything, he gave his sister like the rundown of what it was, and then she gave him a like certificate for a photo shoot for his birthday in March, and it was presented as if she was the one gifting us the photo shoot as a way of saying like, go enjoy this as the couple, you guys are young, this is your first time in Paris without me, like that type of thing. And his sister is really good about gifting experiences and things like that, so it was in her nature. So I did not think that he was a part of this at all. So the only thought that came across was, oh, this would be a perfect scenario. But again, because I didn't know he spoke to my parents, I really didn't think he was going to propose. I also packed with him when we were going to Ireland, so I didn't see him pack a ring, but his parents had the ring. So they brought it to Ireland and they did a sneaky little exchange before Sam and I left to go to Paris. And the morning of us getting ready, apparently he was really trying hard to make sure I didn't see this ring, but I was going back and forth between the bathroom and our hotel room to get ready. So I didn't spot it. I didn't think anything of it. Again, he was super chill, and I feel like I expected him to be nervous before a proposal, so I didn't predict it. And so I was in the mindset of us just taking really good photos, and I was excited because I really didn't get that much content that was like aesthetically pleasing in Ireland. Ireland was beautiful, I just was taking it in, so I didn't do my content creator stuff that I was supposed to do. So I was excited to at least get photos. And we get to the photo shoot on the, I'm gonna butcher the name, but the Bar Hakeim Bridge in front of the Eiffel Tower, which again, Sam chose that location. The photographer was there with her social media manager, which is how we were able to get a video as well as the photos. But within like the first 3 minutes of the photo shoot, he ended up proposing because she had me turn to look at the Eiffel Tower. And again, my mind was not thinking about a proposal, which I know sounds dumb, but I was living my oats because I was also like, oh my god, Audrey Hepburn has photos looking out at the Eiffel Tower from behind like this. So I'm trying to get my like Audrey Hepburn fantasy going and making sure that I look good. And I turn around to look at him, like she says, okay, when I count to 3, you turn around, and I'm thinking like she's gonna get a cute little shot with my ponytail swinging, which I did get photos like that, but lo and behold, he was on the ground and proposed, and I was shook. In the video you can see my face like doesn't process at first that he's proposing. But yeah, he proposed. He got me the most perfect ring ever, and yeah, I couldn't have thought of a better way to be proposed to. I think he blew it out of the water, and ever since being proposed and telling people that that's my engagement story, they're like, whoa, like he ate with that. He ate with that. Yeah, that's how I got engaged. Sam and I have been together for going on 6 years. It'll be 6 years in June. But again, we've known each other now for half of our lives. So I don't feel like out of place being engaged. At first it did feel not weird, but it felt like out of body. Like I felt like I watched somebody else get engaged, and it took me like the first week to start calling him my fiance. I kept accidentally saying boyfriend, but now I feel like an engaged woman, and I'm very excited to have him be my husband. And yeah, I'm just excited for this chapter. One of you guys asked, is that the ring you dreamed of? This is the ring that I dreamed of. I told him I wanted something simple, solitaire, an oval. I have fat fingers, so I did want a large size. And he actually one-upped me because he got a two-tone ring, which I didn't know was a thing, so that way the prongs are silver, so it doesn't take away from the shine of the diamond, but then you still have a gold band. But it is perfect. The only thing is it is a little too big, so I have these little things keeping them on, but I have to unfortunately give up my ring for a few weeks to get it resized. Dream wedding venue. Okay, so some of these answers are going to be very disappointing because I have not started planning for this wedding. I wanted to give myself a month of being engaged before I start planning, but now after attending my bestie's wedding, I'm very excited to start planning. We are thinking that we want to go classic and timeless because both of our aesthetics are like that. So we have some venues in mind. Originally, I wanted to do like possible destination wedding in Puerto Rico for my people, but I don't think we're going to do that because we want to go Gatsby-ish. So I don't have a dream wedding venue, but I do want to do something like that classic, timeless, old aesthetic. Will you be vlogging in this era? Absolutely. I'm going to try to be more consistent with my vlogs, especially once I start the wedding planning process and like going to venues, because I think that stuff is interesting, and I am relying heavily on content creators who share the do's and don'ts and like the tips that they have from their wedding journey, and I want to be able to also provide that for you guys, especially as someone who has such a niche aesthetic. Sorry that I keep messing with my hair, it just looks a mess. But yes, I will be vlogging. What will be your wedding colors or theme? I know it will be beautiful. Thank you so much. Again, colors, I don't know yet because we have to finalize like what the venue looks like, and then from there, like the actual theme. But Gatsby-ish, it would be classic colors. When are y'all projecting to tie the knot? Again, we don't really know, and we can't pick a date until we have the venue solidified, but I would like to get married within like the next year and a half-ish. Big wedding or a more intimate one. I definitely don't want a super large wedding. Like I think 100 people is large enough. Have you always wanted a princess gown or something more fitted and sexy? I don't know. I've never really thought that thoroughly about what my wedding would look like. I know for like prom, I originally always thought I would wear a princess gown and like it'd be super poofy and all this kind of stuff, and I ended up going with a really fitted, sexy mermaid style dress that I thought was flattering. So I feel like that might happen in this sense, especially because your girl's trying to get snatched before her wedding now. Like I'm really dedicated to my health goals, so if I get snatched, I might have something a little bit more fitted, but I don't want it to be too sexy. Like I want it to be still regal and classy, elegant. but not too grandma, like a good mix. So we'll see, but I think I won't really know until I start trying on wedding dresses, which you guys will hopefully see that vlog. Obviously I won't share online what my wedding dress is until my wedding, but I don't think I'll know until I try things on. Are you posting your wedding? Again, I will be posting and sharing behind the scenes of the journey and of course like some wedding photos, but I won't be posting everything because I do respect the privacy of Sam and also my own relationship. And I feel like you have to have that boundary because if you post everything about your relationship, people feel like they know everything about your relationship. And I will just say this, the people who do post about their relationship, I feel like 9 times out of 10 when I learn about their relationship in real life, it is not giving. We have a happy, healthy relationship, so it will be staying offline for the most part, but I'll give you guys the content you want to see. How did you meet your soulmate and what is the reason behind your then for your wedding? They might have meant to type theme for your wedding. My soulmate I met in high school. We never started dating until after college and have always been very openly communicative about those feelings and what it looks like to date and trying to date other people but really not getting over each other. So it is kind of like a rom-com romance, and I'm glad it worked out because we were always afraid of dating and then it not working out and us losing our best friend. But he has again been the best thing that could have ever happened to me. I think every woman, every man, anybody who likes men, unfortunately, I think that he makes up for that and that everyone deserves a Sam. He is more than anything I could have ever wished for in a partner. So yeah, that's how I met. And again, the theme of our wedding will probably be like classic Gatsby-ish because that is our aesthetics. Like we are both old. We are young people, but our souls were never really fully renewed before going back into these bodies. So we're really like in our 80s at this point. So we like the like classic noir aesthetic type of thing. The thing I wanted to touch on though was a comment / question. Also, thank you to everyone who has said congratulations because I'm literally scrolling through all of these to try and find this comment. I can't find it right now, but I'll try to put a screenshot somewhere on the screen when I find it when editing. But basically this person was saying like they want me to share content on how to find a good man or like how to get engaged basically. And I just want to remind y'all over here that the goal is never to get a man. Period. I am very happy that I have found my soulmate, that I have found someone who respects me as an individual and who goes out of their way every day of their life to make sure that I am happy and vice versa. And that is a blessing and I feel truly blessed because I know not everyone will find that. But the goal has never been to change myself to get this man. And I think we need to keep that in mind. Never change yourself for a man. And if a man is not willing to work for you and level up for you and give you the support that you need, the respect that you need, then that is not the man for you, period. Now, I'm not saying that everyone's perfect because no one is perfect. We all have things that we have to work on, but you should be working on them for you, not for a man. So no, I will not be creating content on how to get a man because that's not what's important. But if you ever want me to do like a girly chat on like what I think the red flags are for bad relationships or how to get over a guy or things like that, I think that's more up my alley. But the end goal has never been and never should be to change yourself to get a man. So yeah, my camera is overheating, so I'm gonna give you guys a break, but I do want to show you guys some dresses that were sent to me by Sugar Lips recently, but I'm really excited for the spring, so we're gonna do a little dress try on haul later in the night, but I'll give you guys a little bit of a break. It's time to try on some dresses. I love finding new brands to try girly dresses from, and my latest find is Sugar Lips. They have some amazing pieces, especially if you like print dresses for the spring and summer. I feel like it's always the perfect season to wear different light colors, fun prints, long dresses, flowy gowns. But they also do have really hyper feminine niche dresses. So I picked up 4 for the summer and I figured we could try them on in this vlog. Starting with this beautiful dress. Of course, anything with a bow on it has my name on it. And I will leave the links to these dresses in my description box as well as the names. But this is a long maxi flowy white dress and I love the print because it's giving like LSF vibes. It has floral print, but then it has little blue bows intertwined throughout. And then it has straps that are removable. So if you wanted to wear it strapless, you totally could, or you could leave them on. Just beautiful, flowy, perfect dress, and I love these type of dresses too because they look cute, but also if you're trying to feel comfortable, you can do that. Speaking of comfort, one of my favorite type of dresses to get are what I call cupcake dresses, where it's so ruffled and layered that you don't have to worry at all about it being fitted, snatches at the goal being floofy and pretty is. And again, this is like a pretty off grayish blue color. I just thought this was a little bit different than any dress that I currently own, and you can see that I do like blue. I feel like blue is always something that I start to wear more in the spring and summertime than in the fall and winter. Now this dress I'm super excited to try. This is giving regal fantasy. She is strapless, but she has little ruffles again. And the strapless dresses I like because they do have lining on the inside so that it kind of like sticks to your skin so you don't have to worry about it falling down. And she does still have stretch despite it being like a really nice, like Baroque style material. Super cute and fun for the spring and summer. And finally, we have this cute little tea dress. Again, another dress that I feel like is both cute but comfortable. This just flows out. It has a beautiful floral print, but it's like tulips, which is something that I feel like isn't the most common. And I love the shiny material. Again, it's giving like Bridgerton tea time vibes. Perfect with like little opera gloves. Just am obsessed with these dresses. So thank you to Sugar Lips for these cute gowns and dresses that I'll be wearing all spring and summer this year. Definitely want to wear more dresses because I realize I have so many and I always wait for like a special occasion to wear them, but I really should be wearing them all the time, plus they're comfy, which is why I'm wearing this one as well. But since our day is coming to an end, I am going to take my makeup off, do some skincare because there are some new dermatological goodies that I have that I really want to try, and then I'm going to work at my little pink corner of my room and get some stuff done for my content.